Good Tuesday morning. Good Tuesday morning, meaties. Welcome to your weekly live stream of channel news and horror updates. Nope, horror news and channel updates. That's right, shout out to Jer Bear. Some numbers after that for being the first in the chat. Sorry for the delay, the postponement in this week's live stream. We're just trying to get to that, Oh yeah, it's afternoon too. It is technically afternoon. It's 12:01 in Pacific time. So, sorry for all the delays between yesterday and today. Well, yesterday it was like, oh, it's going to be an hour late. Oh, it's going to be tomorrow at 11. Oh, actually, it's going to be at noon. Sorry. Been up late trying to get the last few kill counts of the year done. So, that's why I've just been trying to, I'm too old now to do the 5 hours of sleep thing. That's not true. I do that a lot still. But I'm too old to do the 4 hours of sleep thing. So I've just been trying to get a little bit more sleep. Literally saw a study, I think this morning, saying that the amount of sleep is like the number one correlation with how long you live, aside from whether or not you smoke. But more than diet, more than exercise, your amount of sleep determines your longevity. So I feel like I should probably start getting a little bit more of the sleep and also stress. Oh, that's great, Haley. That's good. Thanks, Studio, which is what I'll call you. Oh, mug of the day. This is a good one. Not only is it... Oh, fuck, I forgot it's all fucking Jurassic World branded. There's no need for this to be World. It should be Park. But anyway, my Jurassic mug of Mr. DNA. Dinosaur. All right, let's get to the horror news. There's a lot today, so I'm going to try to keep the tangents to a minimum. Apologies to everyone who likes the tangents, including me. Lego releasing a giant Creel house set in January. How many pieces? 2,500 pieces. Interior rooms. All sorts of fun stuff here. Yeah, I'll probably buy this. I'll probably buy this and put it together for the kill count of season 5. So it does say $300. This is a $300 set. Lego sets are expensive, man. But we do have the Titanic one, which I believe is a 10,000 piece set, as a central decoration to our dining room. It was a really fun set to put together, a good distraction. It was when all this stuff with my dad was going on, so Chelsea and I spent 4 days working full-time hours putting together that Titanic Lego set. This one will probably not take as long, but I love Legos. I love Legos. They're fun. Fun to just zone out. You just put you put a documentary on, sit there in front of the TV, put Legos together, you're having a good time, dude. Having a good time. The Lies We Tell Ourselves is a graphic novel, and I probably would have skipped over this news item because of how much there is to get through today, save for the fact that two of the writers involved are very good friends of ours. We got Rebecca McKendry, who joined us for the Horror Awards panel and discussion of the Horror Awards last year. The professor of horror and host of Colors of the Dark podcast, which we've also guested on. She also wrote Glorious, so she's in there. And then filmmaker and writer Bria Grant, who I absolutely love, did 12 Hour Shift, which is one of my favorite movies ever, was in Lucky, was in Heroes, and was one of 2 directors on Grind whenever that comes out, which will feature yours truly in an actual role, not just a cameo, which is usually the case. Still waiting for that to come out. Filmed it over a year ago, but that's what happens. Movies take a long time to finish, especially an anthology movie where a bunch of different people are making different things. So, still waiting for Grind to come out so I can use that footage for a reel. I'll be good. Waiting for it. God, I hope I'm okay in it. I hope I don't seem really bad in it. Keep an eye out for Grind. It's gotta be soon, dude. It's been over a year. It's gotta be soon, man. Anyway, I do like the premise of this graphic novel. It is 5 different tales. It's anthological. Through 5 cities and 5 doomed lives. While Lila, the ancient demon of truth, who was born from the first lie humanity ever told, kind of is there for the whole thing. So, different characters. You get a music manager in Los Angeles, a chef in New York, a Detroit automotive employee. Hell yeah. Their lie has harmed someone and Lila has noticed. That's good. That's a good through line for all of them. I did go to this website, Gungnir. I'm not sure how you pronounce the publisher. I couldn't find it on the website, so I don't know if it's just not out yet, but hopefully that gets added soon, because I was just going to pick this up real fast, but, yeah, again, I went here, I couldn't find it anywhere, so maybe it'll be coming out soon. Jordan Peele and Sam Raimi are teaming up for the first time ever, I'm pretty sure, to adapt Portrait of God. It's a 7-minute YouTube short by Dylan Clark. Has over 8 million views on YouTube after it was published, 3 years ago? I haven't seen this. Anyone see this one? I want to watch it. It has to do with a woman who discovers what God looks like, makes a portrait of it. Some people see the portrait as just a completely black picture. Other people report seeing a person in the darkness. Incredible short, says the True Duck Man. The SJ Deuces says it was cool. Oh, and Michael says very good. One of my favorites. That's social media coordinator Michael, who's here in the chat holding things down because brand manager and producer Ben Bellevue, without whom these live streams would not happen, he's actually taking the day off. Set some things up this morning for work and then was like, peace. So, hope he's having a fun time. I think he's at a theme park. I forget which one, Universal or Disney, but hope it's a well-deserved day off. So, yeah, this sounds cool. I'm sure it'll be a while until it actually comes out. Feature-length adaptation. I was a little sad here, though. Overall, YouTube horror is a hot topic right now, and they mentioned Philippines with Talk to Me and Bring Her Back, Stuckman Shelby Oaks, upcoming Backrooms adaptation, Curry Barker's Obsession, but they gotta mention, they didn't mention Markiplier and the Iron Lung. That shit comes out. Oh, wait. Ben's here. Ben, get the fuck out of here, dude. You literally, you're supposed to be off, dude. He's gonna be at Disney, he said. Anyway, I didn't know James allowed days off. Dog. I'd say we're pretty generous. If you request the day off, you get it off. I don't think there's been a time when someone requested a day off and I was like, no. And that's even in October. Even in October, there were some days requested off, and I was like, all right. Because I know that everyone works really hard, and if they request a day off, I know that they need it or, want it and they deserve it. So I trust them to not take advantage of a kind of blanket approval for days off. It's not unlimited PTO. The adults who run the company, or the people who I refer to for the big decisions, like a business manager and such, they would not allow that. Or they would ultimately, the decision's up to me. They would strongly recommend against something like that. Julia Ducker Now's Alpha is... Wow, and Ben's saying unlimited PTO is a scam anyway. Jeez. All right. Look forward to Ben's Substack all about that. Julia Ducker Now's Alpha has a release date. This is the director of Raw and Titan. Both very well-regarded, very extreme French horror films. And now she's got a third feature coming out. And with Neon, going to release it March 27, 2026. It is body horror because, of course, that's kind of her bag. And it follows a troubled 13-year-old who lives with her single mom, whose world collapses the day she returns from school with a tattoo on her arm while a mysterious virus is plaguing society. All right. I'll keep an eye out for Alpha because I haven't seen Raw yet, shockingly. That's a big blind spot for me. But Teton was quite the experience to watch, and I'm interested in what she does moving forward. Shin Godzilla, which I've also not seen yet, but I've heard is very good, has a 4K remaster that's now streaming on HBO Max. There's also a physical release, Blu-ray. But again, I've heard really good things about this. It was the first Godzilla film produced by Toho since 2004. It was a massive hit, did really well. This is not Godzilla -1. This is a different one. This came out before that one. But yeah, I've heard very good things about this film. That Godzilla looks real good. Look at that shit. Wow. Yes, I have seen Godzilla -1. Godzilla -1 was amazing. Fantastic. Ben thinks I would like Shin Godzilla a lot. It's all about politics. A lot of courtroom walking in Shin. It's godly, says Nia's bra moments. I look like I've been crying? No. I'm not. I haven't been. Haven't been crying. I do feel like my eyes look a little wet sometimes in these. I don't know why. Oh, is it like a filter? Or is it just me being fucking tired? Is that an eyebrow hair? Do you see that? Do you see this eyebrow hair? What the fuck? Guy, you gotta get down, dude. Oh. Oh, no. I did forget to have I just got my hair cut and I forgot to have her do the eyebrows. They get a little unruly. It's the Wi-Fi antenna on my eyebrows. Thank you, Strom Punch. Leslie Odom Jr. to adapt a Rolling Stone article. Now we're adapting articles. All right. About Sammy Davis Jr.'s tie to the Church of Satan into a horror movie. Again, this is one of those stories where I was like, there's a lot to talk about. Do I need to? But it sounds kind of cool, dude. Leslie Odom Jr. set to adapt a Rolling Stone article from last year, Dance with the Devil, about Sammy Davis Jr.'s unlikely connection to Anton LaVey and the Church of Satan. What? I didn't even know about this, but that sounds pretty cool. Odom just coming off a run of Hamilton, because he originated the role of Aaron Burr. And then he rejoined the cast recently, and that, of course, saw a large increase in the weekly box office grosses. Most recently, the musical hit its largest gross in its 10 years on Broadway during his limited engagement run. Wow. Fantastic. Very cool. So yeah, I mean, that sounds like a cool story. I'd be interested in seeing... what's he do? It's set to adapt. Is he writing and directing? Do we know that? Or is he just producing maybe? Who knows? Not sure. Hokum! Anyone see the Hokum trailer? I think it played exclusively in front of Keeper. But when we saw Keeper, the Hokum trailer really stood out. It was fucking creepy as hell. There was no imagery of Adam Scott in it, I'll tell you that. But he's in the movie, apparently. It's from Oz Perkins. Or no, it's not from Oz Perkins. That was Keeper, the movie we saw. It's from Damien McCarthy, who did Oddity and Caveat. Yeah, I don't know what this movie's about. I kind of don't want to, because the trailer that we saw was just completely vibes, and they were scary vibes. So, I'm just going to wait till May 1st, 2026, to see the Neon film when it comes out in theaters. Yeah, does it even say what this is about? Oh, a horror novelist who visits a remote Irish inn to spread his parents' ashes, unaware the place is rumored to be haunted by a witch. Yeah, it seemed pretty witchy. Seemed pretty witchy in the trailer I saw. Lots of symbols and stuff. So, I think that'll be cool. Bunch of hokum pokum, says Ramen Noodles. New Paranormal Activity movie is in the works with James Wan joining as producer. He has not been involved in Paranormal Activity. I feel like it's easy to mix things up. He has, of course, been involved with The Conjuring and Insidious and Saw, but not Paranormal Activity. But since his company Atomic Monster merged with Blumhouse, and Blumhouse is the house that Paranormal Activity built. Paranormal Activity was came out with a wide release because of Jason Blum. It basically started Blumhouse, especially with its insane profit, seeing as how it took $15,000 to make and grossed almost $200 million worldwide. So we would not have a Blumhouse without Paranormal Activity. And now they're going to make a new one with James Wan attached as producer, right? Yeah, so it won't be like directing it, but you know. Producers still help shape a film. Is it in the same timeline, Haley? I really hope so. Love the Paranormal Activity timeline. Didn't really care for the last one because it was so removed from it, but you know, that's often the case with these franchises, right? We love the Saw franchise, we love how interconnected it is. But then years go by, they come out with a new one, it's not connected. I don't care as much. But, you know, it's also difficult to maintain that continuity when like a decade passes. And you don't want to alienate audiences who maybe haven't seen the previous 6 films or whatever, so. In any case, I'm excited for more Paranormal Activity. That play was awesome, and another movie would be great. The play has nothing to do with the movie's storylines. It's more, I feel like it's more just like the vibe and tactics, the scare tactics of the franchise. Oh, Finnersman, I was top of your YouTube Wrapped. Well, thank you. Thank you for being such a devoted viewer. Thank you to everyone who found Dead Meat upon their YouTube Wrapped. Their YouTube recap, or the Dead Meat podcast on their Spotify wrap. Thank you very much for your dedication, your devoted listening and watching. Saw those posts on the Dead Meat subreddit, so thank you, everyone. This is really cool. Golden Globes nominations came out, and a bunch of horror movies got nominated. Sinners, Weapons, Frankenstein. Very cool. Let's see. So the ceremony airs on January 11th. Wow. Wait, really? Damn, that's so soon. I might actually, I never watched the Golden Globes, but maybe this year I'll tune in because Bloody Disgusting did the great thing of highlighting all the horror films or horror adjacent films in red. So for Best Motion Picture Drama, we got Frankenstein and Sinners, both nominated. Animated includes K-pop Demon Hunters and Demon Slayer. Performance by male actor has Oscar Isaac and Michael B. Jordan. Female actor supporting role, Amy Madigan in Weapons. That's great. That's great. Male actor in supporting role has Jacob Elordi. Very well deserved. Frankenstein. So all sorts of cool nominations at the Golden Globes for horror movies. And again, as this article points out, pretty cool that 2 of the 6 nominees for Best Motion Picture Drama are horror films. I mean, to be fair, Frankenstein isn't the most horror, and I guess people say the same thing about Sinners, even though, like, dude, you see all that blood? You see all that? Those vampires? But no, we still claim them as ours. They're horror. You can't. It's Frankenstein, dude. I haven't seen any of these other ones, though. In fact, I think I've only heard of Hamnet. But Neon with the other 3, holy shit, dude. Wow, good for them. This is fun. Lionsgate launches official Saw holiday merchandise collection. You got 2 different Billy ornaments. You got some shirts. Here's the other Billy ornament. I really like this one. Yeah, here's a shirt, a hoodie. So, that's at the Lionsgate store. I copped the ornaments for our tree. You can go grab those if you want. Fun, cute little things. In fact, our Billy on the set right now has a Santa hat. Because we'll be releasing a video today promoting our upcoming live stream, which I'll talk about in a little bit. I like that he has a festive blankie. He should be cozy. Yeah, Jordan, you're right. He should be. Oh, but his sparkly little shoes are still poking out from underneath them. Nice little detail. Fantastic. Fantastic. That movie Buzzkill has been acquired by Bleecker Street. It's the one with the, what is it? It's a horrifying creature that stalks people but can only be seen by the inebriated. So a sheriff who is struggling with alcoholism has to stop it before the annual brewery festival happens. That's such a good premise. And what's great is that this is being directed by my buddy Joe Lynch, who did Suitable Flesh most recently, also did Wrong Turn 2, The Best Wrong Turn, and Mayhem. Very fun movie, Mayhem. One of Stephen Yeun's earlier film performances after The Walking Dead. And Samara Weaving as well. So, oh, thank you, Chemical Pierceville. Angel Trap from Saw 3 Tree Topper would be peak. That's not bad. That's a good idea. That's a pretty good idea. So yeah, I think this sounds good. He hasn't started filming yet. I think he's going to be filming that in the spring. So we'll just have to keep an eye out for it. Oh wait, yeah, and it's shooting in Texas early next year, and it'll be released to theaters 2027. Awesome. Fuck yeah. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 came out on Friday, and it had a very good opening weekend. Domestically, it made $63 million over the weekend. I'm a little surprised that it's so much less than the first movie's opening. First movie made $80 million. In most cases, I'd expect the sequel to make less, but the first film opened day and date, meaning it was available to stream on Peacock the same day it came out in theaters, which I've always been puzzled by that decision, and I, in fact, asked Jason Blum to his face, who was responsible for it, in that live-streamed Q&A that I did with him. And I just saw his face go dark as he admitted that it was his decision. But, yeah, this one came out theatrical only, as it should have. But I guess the first one didn't have as much competition. It was in October as well. That's probably a better idea to release the big horror movie in October as opposed to December. But, hey, still, this is a great opening weekend. It'll definitely make back its money, be very profitable. I mean, worldwide, it had 109 million, so that's real good. Very divisive as far as fans versus critics. And if you watched my kill count on the first movie, you know that I didn't think the first movie was great, but I thought it was fine. I thought it was good that the fans had a movie made for them. And I thought it was fine as like an intro horror movie. I didn't feel very strongly any which way about it. That's not the case for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I do have strong opinions on Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And let's just say I feel more like a critic than a fan with this one. Boy, did I hate this movie. Boy, did I. I won't spoil anything. But here's the thing, dude. If you're a fan of this game series, you don't have to give a fuck what I say. Because I don't know anything about FNAF. But I know that when I saw the movie in theaters at the premiere, the crowd fucking loved it, man. And I know that when I talked to fans of the series after the movie, every single one, at least at the premiere, said they loved it. And they preferred it to the first movie. So, if you're a fan of FNAF, I guess you should not be worried. Because this thing was made for you. It was made for you literally because this one was just written by Scott Cawthon. The first film, he was a writer. They had other writers, and I think they were able to shape it into an actual movie. As opposed to a series of scenes happening that are references to the games without a discernible through line or motivation for the characters or thing for me to want to happen while I am watching the movie. I won't spoil anything. All I'll say is that when the movie ended, I was like, there aren't more scenes? I thought we were going to go do more scenes because what was accomplished in this film. But despite how much I really did not like FNAF 2, I can legitimately say that I want it to do well at the box office because it's a horror movie and it's a movie. At this point, just please, any movie. Just go see any movie, dude. I don't care. Just please help the theaters. But also, if the fact that it was written so specifically for the fans, what other game series or IP being adapted is that the case for? It's never the case, man. It is always the case to where a popular IP gets adapted, but they try to make the movie also appeal to people who don't know the property. They try to make it appeal to casuals, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. That's fine. But it's almost always the case. This is something with such a robust and dedicated fan base that they made the decision to not water it down or, change what it is to appeal to a unfamiliar mass audience. I think that's cool for the fans. As someone who just knows nothing about the games, only knows the first movie and whatever research was in that kill count script, I hated it, but if you're a fan, I think it's cool that this was made for you. So it does have more action in it. It has more animatronics doing stuff, and the animatronics are incredible. I think the cast is good. It's not, it's not like my issue with it is the script. It's just entirely the script. It's not a movie to me. It's not a movie to me. I'm flabbergasted. I was watching it, and an hour in, I was like, wait, what am I supposed to be wanting to happen? Because I don't really know. But again, I think that judging by the 88% that it has with the user score on Rotten Tomatoes, obviously a lot of people really enjoyed it. So I hope that if you are looking forward to it, I hope that you get to see it and that you really enjoy it. Because you deserve to have a good time, dude. We all deserve to get some kind of small piece of enjoyment from something in this world, right? We can't just get shat on all day, every day. We need something. And I hope this is that for you. I will say I saw, I won't say that. I will say I preferred Silent Night, Deadly Night just because I'm looking at the ad right there. I really like the reimagining of Silent Night, Deadly Night. I liked what they did with it. So, in fact, that comes out on Friday. Rowan Campbell plays Billy Chapman, the killer Santa Claus. You may know Rowan from The Monkey, or more notably, Corey Cunningham in Halloween Ends, everyone's favorite Halloween character. Ruby Modine is his love interest. She's from Happy Death Day. Also Shameless, I think. Yeah, I really like this movie. It's written and directed by Mike P. Nelson. He did the Wrong Turn remake, but he also did those 2 segments in VHS 90. Which VHS was it? Was it 88? The VHS 85, sorry. There's not an 88. In VHS 85, he did the 2 connected segments where they go to the lake and then the, like, family reunion one, which I really like. That one's Ambrosia, I think. Really love that one. I got to meet Mike at the premiere for Silent Night, Deadly Night, and he was very complimentary of our coverage of his films. He was very excited to meet me, which was awesome. Ruby, got to meet her. She's a sweetheart. And then Rowan, I did a Zoom interview. We had met before at a convention. He's fantastic. It's funny. You'll see in our interview with him, he's grown out his facial hair. And for some reason, it reminds me of like when Brock Lesnar came back with the facial hair, like with the beard. Rowan just kind of looks like that. Like, I started the interview and he popped up on screen. I was like, oh, Rowan could be scary. He's great. Love him. But good stuff with Silent Night, Deadly Night. That comes out on Friday. It's a low budget movie, and it seems like it. You know, kind of looks cheap, but I think what they do with the material is really interesting. And I think that it gets better as it goes on, because at first, I think the decisions they make for this film are a little like, oh, really? We're doing that? But by the end of the movie, you're like, oh, I'm glad they did that. That was an interesting take on this. And it's very... if you're what there's no rape scenes. And I only say that because the original had like 3. The original's very rapey. So, this one, if that's a concern of yours, don't worry. That is not an issue here. But still got some dark stuff to it. And I really enjoyed it. But yeah, that first one, man. I love the first movie. It's grimy, but it is not an easy watch. And, Meg Goop 8 is watching the original for the first time tonight. Yeah, just be prepared for that. Just be prepared that it's, I think there are 3, right? It's the mom, the woman who works at the toy store, and I'm pretty sure there's another one. I can't remember. I don't think it's Linnea Quigley, because she, I think, is consensually getting busy with her partner. I think there's a third one, though, guys. I'm pretty sure. Remind me if anyone can remember. Thank you, Ghosty6857. Subnautica 2, I don't know, man. I'll see what it's like. Because didn't they get rid of the actual developers who made the first one? I don't know. That whole company seems like a fucking hot mess right now. Watching Silent Night 2 this weekend with friends. Will I be banned from picking movie night movies? Yeah, probably. Oh, yeah, they show a flashback to the mom a bunch. Oh, the 3 comes that... Oh, all 3 of the women who are killed are topless? Okay. That's... Okay, so there's only... So, there's only 2 sexual assault scenes in the first movie. But a bunch of the women killed are topless as they are killed. So... Yeah, that first one, man. That is a fucking... That's like almost Grindhouse. It's so grimy. No wonder it got protested. Other movies coming out. Today, A Town Called Purgatory. I don't know what the fuck is this. The ashes of the Civil War. 2 battered gunslingers chase a gang into a ghost town with a blood-soaked past. Okay. Alright. So that's coming out today. I'm assuming streaming. Manor of Darkness. That's also coming out today. A group of pretend filmmakers are stuck in a never-ending nightmare at the manor. At the manor. Not at a manor, just at the manor. Alright. Already talked about Silent Night, Deadly Night coming out on Friday. Check that out, please. What's Michael saying? Zoran's bewildered response when I said my 13-year-old daughter and I watched The Human... Oh. What else is coming out on Friday? Dust Bunny, not sure what. An 8-year-old girl asks her scheming neighbor for help in killing the monster under her bed. This has, Sigourney Weaver, David Dastmalchian, Mads Mikkelsen. Oh, okay. You know, I feel like, did we watch a trailer for this way back in the day? I feel like this is not the first time I have heard of this. I did, okay. Thanks. I often forget about the trailers we've watched. Even seeing an image of it doesn't really ring a bell. Although I think I have that shirt. Influencers comes out this Friday on Shudder. Check out Influencers. If you liked the first movie, you're going to enjoy this one. I promise. It's very much in the same vein. Really enjoyed this. And I also interviewed the filmmaker and Cassandra No and Emily Tennant. Who really should be on this list. She's from the first movie as well. So you'll get to see those interviews soon. I'll talk about that in the channel updates. But check out Influencers on Shudder this Friday. Real fun sequel. And what's this? Hag? After a decade apart, Rowan rents his spare room to Mag, a self-proclaimed hag, whose obsession with him grows into a life-or-death showdown. She doesn't look like a hag. That's not a hag. Slumber Party Massacre? She's in... Oh, Danishka's? Oh, cool. Alright, I think that's it for horror news. Oh, she is self-proclaimed. You're right. You're right, K. Rhodes. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's it for horror news. I'm not doing trailers. I know that the Ready or Not 2 trailer came out. I have not watched it because I kind of don't want to know even the premise of it going in. I've avoided the pictures, all that. So, yeah, I'm just not doing the trailers because I want to give myself a little treat. A little surprise. Oh, an Iron Lung trailer came out. Yeah, I got to see the premiere. I don't think I don't know what I'm allowed to say about it, so I just won't say anything about it. Yeah, I won't say anything about it. I will say, I mean, I already said it in my Instagram post. Mark's acting is solid, dude. He's because I didn't realize that he was also going to be the star of it. He wrote, directed, produced, edited, acted in it. I was impressed by his performance. It's real cool. And yeah, at the premiere, I got to hang out with the Willems. I love the Willemses, James and Elise. They're like, you know, I've said this before about other people, I think like Anna Laurie, but sometimes you meet someone and you just click right away and you're like, oh, we vibe. We get along, we're able to joke, we're able to sit in silence, we're able to just, like, get along really well, and those two are definitely like that. Just love them, really enjoy them. Alright, Dead Meat news, kicking off with our article on Bloody Disgusting. Thank you very much, Bloody Disgusting, for advertising this. We have a very meaty Christmas. It's our second annual live show happening this Sunday. We have been working real hard on this, so please come to it if you're in LA. It's at the Masonic Lodge at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. Yeah, we're going to be in a cemetery doing a live show. Super cool venue. Very cool. If you're not in LA or if you can't make it out that night, we will be streaming it live via Kizwi. So you can watch it live, and then if you can't make that appointment viewing, you can still get a Kizwi ticket, and then watch the VOD that'll be available for a couple of days after that. Well, thank you, Chemical. I'm glad you're coming. Thank you very much. Oh, and Naya's Bruh Moments got the VIP tickets yesterday. Hell yeah, thank you so much. Why did we change locations? Just for something different. Dynasty Typewriter is great. That's where we were last year. We love Dynasty Typewriter. The people there are fantastic. We love working with them. we just wanted to try out a different venue this year, and we thought the cemetery setting would be really cool. So I wouldn't be surprised if we go back to Dynasty for another show at some point. Again, love the people there. They're so fantastic. Such lovely people. And nothing wrong with them. We did our live show there. We did the horror awards panel there. We just wanted to try something different. And it's going to be at the Masonic Lodge at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery, which is cool for Chelsea and I because we saw Last Podcast on the Left there like 12 years ago or some shit. Early on, after we had moved to LA, we saw the live Last Podcast on the Left at that same venue. So it'll be cool to follow in their footsteps there. Doors open at 5. Show begins at 6. We have a video coming out today with more details about it. Sarah's editing it right now. She might even be done. That thing might be coming out as we speak, or if not, shortly later. And that'll be me talking about more details. But since you're here, I might as well tell you about the details. Get you pumped, especially with Michael sending the Linktree address in the chat so you can buy tickets if you'd like. We've got a lot of fun games happening, including Family Blood Feud, which we played last year. This year, it'll be me and Chelsea versing each other with some pretty cool teammates on our sides. And then, really cool, we have Tony Gardner and Kira Gardner doing a live practical effects demonstration. Tony, the makeup artist who does Chucky and has since Seed of Chucky, is going to be bringing all sorts of fun blood effects and I don't know exactly what's in store. I'm not in charge of that segment, but we will have a live demonstration of some practical effects. How long is the live show going to be? It'll be about 2 hours, maybe like 2:10, 2:05, but it'll be at least 2 hours, so you get your money's worth. What else? Oh, the super awesome Saw sequel thing. Chelsea, me, and Zoran will be performing live script reads of the worst Saw sequel ever. Various scripts submitted to us by Dead Meat fans that are meant to be short little 2 or 3 page openings to a hypothetical worst Saw sequel ever. We will be joined by Josh Stolberg and Darren Lynn Bousman, who have written and directed multiple Saw sequels. They will help us read through the submissions. They will help us brainstorm what the rest of those movies will be. So we will be very... that's gonna be a good time, dude. I'm telling you, we've put a lot of work into the show. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So we got the Saw sequel, we got the games, we even have Katie Afraidy doing a Type 5, a horror-themed stand-up set. If you know Katie from the podcast that she hosts that I was on, that Zoran was just on recently, talking about Brain Dead, the Peter Jackson film. So if you didn't know that, let me advertise that as well. Katie Afraidy on YouTube. You can find my episode. I talked about Megan is Missing with her. That was a fun time. And she just released yesterday an episode with Zoran talking about Dead Alive or Brain Dead. So check out Katie's channel if you haven't. Make sure you subscribe and like these videos. Will the live show have giveaways like last time, Froggy Fresh? You bet your ass, dude. I've got boxes of shit I need to give away. And the live stream audience will get to have a chance to win digital codes for movies. We're giving a lot of those away, too. So, a lot of fun stuff happening at this live show. Please come check it out. You can get your tickets at these links in the Bloody Disgusting article. The in-person links are here. You can even get parking at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. A VIP ticket includes preferred seating, a meet and greet with us, and a holiday show poster. And you know what? I'm assuming we're gonna have leftover props and stuff to give out, so I'll probably give those away to the VIPs as well if you grab one of those. The live stream tickets are here on Kiswi. You can grab those over the next 5 days, and again, that will be available as a VOD afterward. That's only $15, baby, plus taxes, I guess. But that's not bad. $15, not too bad. No ADA seating. There's I'm pretty sure that they're not like seats that are in the they're folding chairs. So if by ADA seating you mean like wheelchair, it should be fine. We can just move the chair. I don't know if there's more to it than that. I'm sorry. I don't have any experience with that. But if it's as simple as moving a chair. Oh, it says no elevators. Oh, that's why. Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't think about that when we chose that venue. It's probably an older building. That's weird though. In California, I think they would fix that up. Damn. Well, I'm sorry about that. That sucks. Thanks, Mr. Dexter. Appreciate that. I did see Shelby Oaks. You know, I'm happy for him for making a movie. It wasn't my favorite, but legit made a movie. That's not easy. What else we got? Oh, okay. Also, we've got the schedule has changed. Hopefully for the last time this year. I mean, there's not really a lot of time left for another schedule change, but so there's not a kill count this Friday. I'm sorry about that. Hit classic. Yep. I mean, it is classic for this year. You know, it's been a tough one, but the plan is still to have the last 3 kill counts out, just on different days than promised. So instead of this Friday, we're planning to have the weapons kill count out on next Friday, the 19th. So instead of the 12th, it'll be out on the 19th. I apologize again, but it will be the weapons kill count. It's a really good episode. It's just, you know, it's longer than I thought. That's the thing is we didn't release as many kill counts this year as last year, where it was at least once a week. But my guess is that maybe the total runtime of all the kill counts we released this year is longer than the total runtime of all the kill counts we released last year. They're just so long this year. I don't know what it was with the ones we picked, but they're very long episodes, and that is way hard. It is so much hard. It is, in fact, twice as hard to make a 45-minute kill count as opposed to a 22-minute kill count. So they're chonkers. That's right, Haley. They are, in fact, chonkers. I'd really love to do some more simple films next year and do, like, older slashers, but I mean, when you're talking about movies like The Mummy, where there's all these behind-the-scenes stuff, or Sinners, where there's a lot of, like, analysis you can give to what's going on, not to mention the length of it. It's 2.5 hours long. Weapons has that structure and a lot of themes to talk about that lends itself to a longer episode. Right now, I'm working on the Nosferatu kill count. That is also a very long movie, over 2 hours. Hopefully it won't be another 40-minute kill count, but it might be. It might be. That one will be out on Christmas Eve now. So next Friday on the 19th will in fact be the last kill count that comes out on a Friday this year. We are adjusting the schedule. Nosferatu kill count will come out on Wednesday, December 24th. Christmas Eve, it'll be a little Christmas gift. And then our final kill count of the year will be coming out a week after that on Wednesday, the 31st, aka New Year's Eve. Hopefully you're not too busy watching Stranger Things to catch it. I've still not announced what that is, but I promise it is worth the wait. I think I'm just going to leave it a surprise. So you'll find out when you watch the Nosferatu kill count, and at the end is the trailer. That's when you'll find out what the final kill count of 2025 will be. Although we do not have a kill count coming out this week, we do have 2 interview videos. I mentioned them earlier. One will be an interview with the Silent Night, Deadly Night folk. That's one with Rowan Campbell, and another with Mike P. Nelson and Ruby Modine. So I'll be talking to them in 2 separate interviews. And then the other will be an influencers interview Chelsea and I talked to writer-director Curtis David Harder, and then I talked to the leading ladies of the film, Cassandra No and Emily Tennant, who are both just the sweetest. I love them so much. So both those will be out this week. We'll probably have one out on Friday, the other out on, I don't know when the other one will be out. Probably not Sunday, because that'll be our live show. So either Thursday or Saturday. I don't know. But check those out, please, because we love doing the interviews. I know that the people who get interviewed like to have the opportunity. Is the D in no silent? Yeah, I have learned from them that her last name is pronounced No. There's probably a little bit of like, accents are going to play a thing, but maybe it's like more like a now or no. It's weird when, when you grow up only speaking one language that you literally lose the ability to hear certain phonemes just because you're not exposed to them while that part of your brain is developing. And so that's the old, Asian Asian languages with those accents with the L's and the R's. That's just because that's literally a neurobiological thing, when I learned that in college, I was like, oh, wow, okay. All right, and finally, buy the Dead Meat calendar. If you haven't yet, it's a daily calendar for 2026. So it'd be a great thing to get right now before 2026 starts. Make a good gift for your Dead Meat loving friends and family. Really good calendar. Michael is spamming that link in the chat. And you can see it right here as well. Made by Simon & Schuster, because we're super legit like that. You can get it at all these sellers. And it's a daily calendar where each day is a dull machete or a golden chainsaw or a numbers segment. And it'll just remind you of these fun episodes. Each day you'll have a fun little reminder of kill count episodes. Chemicals, am I going to Gorilla's House of Kong? Yes, we are definitely doing that. We're definitely going to try to go to the concert as well. So, if it's Gorilla's thing, you can probably bet money that we'll be there. Is the Dead Meat calendar work appropriate? I mean, you know me and my language. So, there won't be any visual things, but text-wise, there will definitely be swearing and probably dirty jokes and stuff. Next year, add QR codes to the video on the calendar. Haley, that's a great idea. I'm sad, I don't think Ben's still in the chat. We gotta tell Ben that, dude. Holy shit. That's a great idea. Oh, good shot. All right. I think that's it. I think that's all I got for you. I got some other stuff I gotta get to today. So, that'll be it. Snaps for Haley. That's right. Thoughts on WB being bought? Oh, just more of the hellscape we live in. God damn. God damn indeed. All right. That's all I got for you. So, thank you so much. We will have another one of these live streams next week, right? On the 15th, yep. Oh, and then probably the 22nd as well. We're not off that day. I think we're off on the 24th. We won't have one on the 29th, so we got 2 more live streams this year. And yes, it should be on Monday. Hopefully I don't have to, change it or anything or postpone it, but all right. Well, thanks so much, everyone. Love doing these, even when they're postponed or delayed. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, and thank you, Entertainment. Any plans to hit any cons or do any shows on the East Coast next year? East Coast. There's one there's one that I don't know if we're doing or not. So there's one possibility. Other than that, I don't think so. Oh, yeah, I mean, if you count Florida as East Coast, which it is. I just generally think of that more as the South. But that'll be our first convention of the year, actually, Scaradise in Tampa at the end of February. So if that's East Coast enough for you, there you go. But, all right. Cool. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you being here. And have a lovely rest of your week. Bye, everyone.